Good morning, Blackbird. I'm a little early, what can I say? Good morning to you. Hi, lady, how are ya? There's your spam friend. Did you get some rest? You making spam for breakfast? Thank you, honey. Back at you. About my orange? Whatever. It's spitting rain here. I was all set up outside. I told Metal I couldn't get in the house fast enough. Not good. Come on, PJ. Come on, Tiger. I'm eating an orange. Everybody get some good rest last night? Yes, ma'am. I have no idea what's wrong with it, so I can't, it's hard to treat it. I haven't turned it, I haven't twisted it, I haven't stepped on something wrong. Like I told Wade, it could be one of the dogs stepped on it wrong. I just know that when I put pressure on it, it hurts. You worked all night, didn't you, Tiger? Well, it was storming in Texas last night. Freaking Jake outside in the tornado warning. I was having a fit telling him to get his butt in the house. That wind was whipping, and oh Lord, I'd have been having a conniption. If my orange eating gets too loud, I suppose you can tell me about it, but I'm still going to do it. So, yeah, it's on the top of my foot, and it's on the side of it. I've got a bone spur on the side of my foot. It's been there for years, and it does this every once in a while. But it's swollen in a funny spot. It's swollen like right below the last toe and the second to the last toe, my pinky and the little one. Yeah, anyway. And as long as there's an ice pack on it, it's not swollen. I mean, and it's elevated, it feels good. It's when I walk on it. Who was it? Northeast Slingshot told me to go get some castor oil and have Metal put it on it right before I go to bed and put a sock on. And he said do it 2 days in a row and it'll draw it out, whatever's in it. So I'll probably go get some castor oil today. See if I can get it to work. Yes, ma'am. I have one of those foot brace thingies on it. No, it's not a brace. You know, it's one of those stretchy like Ted hose with the bottom in it that supports my bottom of my foot where it's not bouncing on the ground. I have that around it right now, and it does feel a little better. I've had these a lot of times. It's just now's not a good time for me to be having this. Yes, I use compression stockings when I go someplace. I just don't wear them at home. Why'd you have to bring them down here now? Get out of here. Nope, nope, nope.
Come on, guys.
Three caps of what, my dear? Oh, Listerine. I can try that. More work for Metal. But he's good at it. He takes good care of me. Tiger Bishop Metal, he had a decompression chamber last night. How'd you do golfing?
Huh?
How'd you do golfing?
Not good.
The darkness doesn't help, huh?
No, but Ian had a really bad back night.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, we didn't play well at all.
I knew you'd be pissed. And seriously, Tiger, I was laying in bed and I wasn't going to watch it. I put it on and just leave it on my chest. And you know, he was doing just the push button on Pandora, and they played some awesome music. I was surprised. Well, I'll try anything. Boy, I've seen a bunch of people last night. I haven't seen in a long time. Haha, you missed it all. Grandma got to eat a whole orange. Haha. Almost done. Excuse me. Again. That last pipe went down the wrong pipes. It wasn't backwoods. It was Blaine and lost product. It wasn't backwoods. I hear you. My mom was a Vicks freak blackbird. Good morning, Blue. How are you today, my dear? It was Blaine and Post lost product that was doing it. And I have no idea how come or what. It was something over emails. That's all I understood about it. And Lysol spray. My father used Lysol spray on all of our beds, all of our pillowcases, all the curtains, through the whole house. Well, I'm all right. Well, we'll see how long I can sit here. I don't know if maybe this is the problem with what I'm having with my leg. I'm not used to sitting straight up like this. What are you looking for? One of her cups?
Yeah.
Well, they're in the dishwasher.
Is it clean?
Huh?
Is it clean?
No, I just started it. So you'll have to start her, make her one in her orange cup or one in the very top up there. That's mine. She won't have that. But you'll have to get one from the back. Yep. So what have y'all been doing this morning? Oh. And then I couldn't go to sleep. So I turned it to Indies. What? What is it? Yep, probably. I just made a cup. First time ever. I always throw mine away. So don't even. Okay, who are you waiting on? Me? Blackbird, you could be waiting a long time. If you're waiting on me, I get squirreled a lot. The dogs are up here wanting lovin's. You know, they haven't had their BANANA today, so I'm not saying it because if I do, then they're going to throw a fit for it.
Only.
Don't, Nate,
Girl.
don't you dare, Nate, because you're giving it to them. Yes, you are. I'm not stopping what I'm doing.
What are you doing, baby boy?
I mean it. She's having a fit now because I've already had my ORANGE without her. Ta-da! The sun's coming out now. But we are going to get some rain. You can see it in the west. It's coming up on us. So I don't have a Zen place. My Zen place is probably, I don't have a Zen place. I did find out though some sad news but good news last night. It was pretty decent.
Oh yeah, you want to hear something all fucked up?
No, I want to finish telling my story.
Well, I want to tell you my story in a minute.
Yeah, but they don't want to hear your
I don't
story.
care about that.
What do you want?
He hit a fucking baby goose.
With his ball?
Yeah. I just happened to tell him, don't hit one of them baby gooses. And he fucking smashes it.
Sorry,
And he's
people.
gonna die. It went like a bag of potato chips.
Oh my God.
He felt so bad. Because I think he killed it.
My uncle, and it will be my cousin, will be here on Thursday for my dad's burying of his ashes. So I'm sort of really excited about that. I haven't seen my uncle since he was here for my dad's memorial service at the funeral home. So he'll be here for the burial of his ashes. That's really pretty cool to me. Sure, Blue. Anytime. I can tell you guys what my son-in-law just told me. It's quite funny. They went twilight golfing last night, him and his buddy, and there was some baby ducks,
Baby goose.
baby gooses, he said.
Bunch of Canadian goose.
And my son-in-law told him, don't hit one of those baby gooses. And he did with his ball. Oh my God, I can't even imagine that. It's unreal. Hi, Carl. How are you?
I ran. We went over there because they got far enough away from the baby, so we went over there to see if it was still alive or if it was dead. So he touched it with his golf club and kind of poked it a little bit, and we were going to flip it back over on his feet.
It was dead.
No, they started squealing and got us in trouble. So they all started running over. So I ran. He's like, I never seen you run before. I said, I'm pretty fast for an old fucking man.
Oh, isn't that cool, Tiger? No. Is it raining up your way yet, Carl? I feel pretty privileged that Carl's in my room today. Does that mean you're going outside and stand outside? Maybe wash the truck. I love standing out in the rain. I know that sounds stupid, but I do love it. Or just sit out there and it don't matter if you get wet. The clothes will dry. Just sit and let it just run off of me. And it might even be good to have some 15th Ben playing, or Frank. Yes, it does. Blackbird, then I'll probably catch pneumonia, you know. I like to sit out in the rain. I mean, I'm different. I like to hear the wind blow like it's blowing outside. Probably cold as hell, but I just like the sound of the wind and the way the trees move. And I don't know, I'm a gush pot sometimes. What can I say? Nice, soft music playing. I listen to Pandora a lot. When they can't get me to talk, they usually have to come see if my buds are in my ears, because I'm usually sitting in the chair listening with my eyes shut. Carl, you know I love you. I think you're so special. And you've got so many memories you could tell people if they just shut up and let you talk. I think you're a very special human being. Well, I wouldn't be taking a shower. I'd usually be in the ditch playing in the muds, what I'd usually be doing. And she'd yell, and I'd stay in the ditch. And then usually took Daddy having to come outside with a belt out from around his waist before I decided I was coming inside. Well, I can still be outside. I'm just in the rain. And when I'm sad, I call PJ. So yesterday she got me full force. It was a bad day yesterday. I had a rough day for a while there. There's very few of you in here today. I think I'll share it with y'all. PJ already knows, and most of you know that my father-in-law in Canada is in very bad shape. And a week ago, they put him in the hospital. And they've been running a bunch of tests, and the chemo's not working. So he's off the chemo, and they found out his lungs are full of the cancer, and his kidneys have started to shut down. So he won't be coming home from the hospital. And one of our aunts talked to me, which is she's the youngest girl, but she's older than him. And she talked to me yesterday and said that it's just a matter of time. So that about killed me, because there's nothing we can do, and there's no way to get up there. And our hands are tied. And all he could say was, tell Billie Jean and Wade that I love them. So I was having a really crappy day. Along with the foot. And then I had a breathing spell, which I haven't had in a very, very, very long time, where I had to take stupid breathing, that albuterol with that crap. And it makes me shake all over, so I was shaking so hard that I couldn't stay on my lives. I didn't have enough brains about me to talk about it. Okay, so now I'm done. And I didn't shed a tear, PJ. I made it through the whole thing. The eyes are a little leaky, but I didn't shed a tear, so. I know this, Carl, and I'm old enough to know better, but it always seems like it. I don't want to talk about it no more, because if I do, I'll just start boo-hooing. It honestly seems like it just never ends. And I know it'll end when it's my turn to go home. So, let's talk about something happy now. Because that's out. Because I shared with you my misery that I'm going through right now. Squirrel, exactly. I have squirrels all the time. Oh, Blackbird. Did you get your thing you were making? Did you get it finished? Welcome back, Bluebird. You are my precious one, little lady, let me tell you. You pulled me right out of that one. I love you all. Knock it off, Metal. Rabbits. That was one. He was up quite late last night, so I don't know. And they're right up on my warfarin. They just got a message from there saying they was ready to refill my warfarin. Cool. Cool beans. Is it raining today, PJ? I can't take my shot until you bring me a box of them up. I'm out. I just wasn't going to say anything until I was done off this and then have it. But I've ate, so if you want to slip up here with a box of them, I'll take it. It's shot day. Woo! Oh, I knowed you did, Blue. No, I know. I won't. No, 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 and no. Well, why would I do that? That's a surprise. You know better than that. I can hold my surprises. Thank you, kind sir. I appreciate it. Why don't you do it to the back of my arm?
Go away, Ralphie.
That son of a bitch hurt today, and I don't ever hurt when they give those. Ow!
Go
You didn't pinch my skin, that's why. But that's fine, it's done.
away your eye. Kitty,
Uh-uh.
it's in the garbage.
No, I didn't. I may have.
Somebody did. You just washed it too.
Yep. It's gonna be a day. Okie dokie, Smoky Link. Well, I'll tell you what. Mr. Metal was jamming last night. He had a shithouse full of people in his room. Have you now, Carl? Oh, she's so creative. I'm not. Do you realize, neither one of you, that I have no creative fingers at all? And Carl, who does sales, stitches sales, I can whip stitch a hem in a pair of pants. You didn't get a notification that I was coming on? I made a notification. It was supposed to start at 9 o'clock, and I started 10 minutes early. That may be why the notifications are not going out. Don't start. I don't want to hear you squeak. Well, I don't get notified half the time either. I think the only time I got notified, oh, fucking shit, it won't do that way. There. Is when Backwoods put that video out. I got notified of that. That's what I do, Carl. I just go up and down the people that's on my top of my thing, and I look for someone that's online. I click on them because sometimes they're not even red showing that they've got a live. I guess I'm just up too early on a Saturday morning. Or maybe they're just tired of me being on here all the time and I need to lay off for a few weeks. But you know what? It's time for the sweater to come off. Yes, ma'am, those are flowers on the table. Would you like to see them? They're irises. I have a mess of them in the front yard. Oh, bless you, my sweet, sweet lady. Well, I just get so dang bored just sitting. I never get tired of you, PJ. I love you, ladies. And I want you to know that I paid tribute to my channel, my women, last night in Metals Live. There was a lot of my girls there. Faith was there last night. And Teresa Buchanan and Dusty and who else, Metal? G-Ma was there for a little while. Virginia Roots was there. There was a lot of people. I mean, lots and lots of women there last night. That made me very happy. It was good, Blue. They played our kind of music. He did just a Pandora show was more or less what it was. He didn't pick out the music. He just pressed a button and let Pandora bring up the songs, and it was bringing up some really good music. We had a good time. Like I said, I got to see a lot of people that I haven't seen in a lot, like the people I first met when I first come online. Of course, the oldies was there. Rabbit was there, and Nosy was there, and Northeast Slingshot was there, and so we got to share the show, and it was great. He didn't do no notification. He was on my. He was being a pain in the butt with me last night when I was online. And he come on and he said, welcome friends to the decompression chamber later. I said, well, if you're fixing to go live, I'm just going to shut mine down. Because you're going to end up taking everybody from my channel anyway, because they like metal music. Most of them are into the metal music. And he actually freaked me out and dedicated a song to me. And he didn't even know I was in there because I didn't say anything. I kept my mouth shut. I wasn't mad. It was just people like his music. Okay, now, I don't know. Do any of you go to Visions? Visions having coffee at 10 o'clock, so. Oh, there was more than one, mister. But I didn't turn it down very often. I pretty much listened to every song. Vision Preparedness is coming on. He has Vision Preparedness on on Saturday mornings. It's a good show. There's a lot of people in there. I like Trent. He's a sweetheart. He's a really, really nice guy. That's what I said. I haven't found one actual person, creator of our community, that I don't like. Well, bless you, my dear friend Carl. Oh, they'll come wandering in slowly but surely. Rabbit will come in. If Mayhem's loose, he'll come in. He always comes in. Who else? Rocksteady usually comes in. Canadian comes in. But I think Canadian also goes to Trent's, so. You know, there's no place on my screen where it shows thumbs up on this one. Honey, go to bed. Are you not pooped? I love you, Tiger. Shit, I wanted to meet you so bad. So bad. You and Nikki both. Damn it. You guys were two of my first friends on here. She's a doll baby. That's all there is to it. That's why her and Rabbit get along so well together. She's so much like him. She'd do anything for you. My coffee's cold. Yuck. You? Are you just making tater salad for supper? I want you to know I think we've ate like 5 nights in a row off of macaroni salad I made, and we won't make that again like that. That was way too much macaroni salad at one time. Yum. Well, you shouldn't do that. So what if you did have a stoner chick to hang out with? Might do you some good, Carl. Some real companionship. Tiger gets around, I'll just let you know. I think I started watching Tiger before I did Nikki. I think quite sure. In fact, I'm quite sure I did. You didn't have no trouble getting them in the coop? We grill every day in the summertime. I try not to cook in the house at all. If I'm making some kind of salad or something, it's when I first get out of bed in the morning to where nothing's on during the day. Michigan's really weird with their summer regulations, just let me tell you, with the electric. You get like almost charged double between the hours of 2 and 7. So we try not to have anything running during that time. Like there's no dishwasher run, there's no laundry being done. Usually no TV on. Teresa Buchanan, you little metalhead. I want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, excuse me, that little bucket, Teresa, kept asking me if I was awake. Are you awake, Mrs. Metal? Are you still awake, Mrs. Metal? Like I'm 65 years old and I'm dead. She was a Dickens last night. She was just a Dickens. That metal music does something to Teresa's head. I'm not sure what. Between Teresa and Huck last night, Huckleberry was doing the same shit. I love you. Hello. Good morning, Canadian. I've missed you, bro. I'm sorry about your head. Do you know how many times I've done that? You have no idea. Seriously. Ask Metal. He'll vouch for it. Right before he screams, "Don't stand up," I stand up and bam! There's my nosy. That's my buddy right there, guys. He's always so sweet to me. Oh, yeah, Huckleberry was in there last night, too. Yeah. You're just the doll. I just think you're great. There were so many people there last night. Look at him. Yeah, nosy. Mr. Canadian, my dear friend, I want to catch you before you get busy and wander off someplace. I had some news I wanted to tell you, and sometimes you don't stay long enough for me to get to tell you what I want to tell you. I mean, Unknown was in there last. Who all, Teresa? Come on, you know who all was in there last night. Unknown was in there, and shit, there was. I think at one time I seen 24 or 26 people in there. Look, there's that fine looking man that wears black sunglasses that won't get on the pole for us. Good morning, Rabid Coyote. Canadian, did you already run off that fast? Seriously. I didn't even get a chance to say anything. Well, get that door done, and then you can come back and aggravate me. Unless I went to bed and put my foot up. Joe Morgan's in here. Well, I know that door's been messing with you. Yep, Canadian already left. Dadgummit. He's so fast. He zips in, he zips out. Well, welcome back, Miss Blackbird. Amazing other things, too. Oh, seriously, I missed it. That must have been an Indies channel, huh, Teresa? Probably Metal's channel, nosy. Or Rescues. Oh my God, you guys make his head swell. Shit far. We all know that he's our favorite coyote. Yeah, I was thinking that. Well, it was like a sort of a fight to the finish type thing, Teresa, just to let you know. But I told him I wouldn't fight him. Go ahead, take my time. I don't care. My people weren't talking anyway, so I figured he might as well go ahead and go do live, and it does you good to get that shit out of your system. Rabbit, he got his hand slapped, and he got a strike, and he got banned for a week. Yeah, yesterday we both needed to decompress. Like 2 gummies of decompression. Well, mine was David. Every time I wrote Rabbit, it put David. But he got to play some good music, didn't he, Rabbit? He played some good music. Well, I was going to say, Pandora played some good music for us last night. Yeah, we know how much y'all love him. Yeah, you don't have to let go. I know. He does have a problem with it, though. You know, mine never's buffers. I never have any problems. Other than Rabbit's name's David, so. You too, my dear. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you. Love you much, Nosy. You have a good day. Be careful. Don't cuss and swear at the door too much. What? I said they played good. He played good music last night. No, Blackbirds was Randy. Mine, when it printed it, was I'd put Rabbit and then it made it David. I was waiting for that. You always say that when you leave. Well, you know, I would ask you what's on your agenda today, Rabbit, but I know what you're going to tell me. See, now I'm just the opposite, Carl. I don't want the bubblegum music, but I don't want the heavy metal shit. I don't like it. I turn it down. That screaming stuff just gives me a headache. I don't think I will be either, to be truthfully honest, Butterfly. I'll probably be laying in bed with my foot elevated. That's, I think, what I'll probably end up doing most of the day today. Shut up. The gummies, they don't put me to sleep. Ask Metal. I was still awake when he come upstairs. I still was awake the whole time he ate dinner. I was still awake when he climbed into bed. I was still awake when I shut the lights off, and I have a earbud in my ear, and I listen to scary stories for about 2 hours. Now, I could do a Southern rock. PJ's a Southern rock person, too. She loves Southern rock, and I do too. Like Charlie Daniels Band and Marshall Tucker and and Leonard Skinner and that kind of music. Yeah, that's I like that kind of music. I just can't handle the head buzz I get off of heavy metal music. I get the worst headache right in my nose area, like it's a sinus headache. And I know it's the music. I don't mind going to a bar and listening to metal music as long as I can sit outside. Oh, last night, Metal had a decompression chamber. Metal for breakfast. You'll have to put him down, Butterfly, and sub to him because he does some really awesome music things. And we all just go and sit and talk and listen to really good rock and roll. And Teresa, that's what they played mostly last night. So yeah, I knew you'd be into it big time. Exactly, Carl. Exactly. I wish sometimes that I could type as fast as they sing. Like it was song for song, you know, I knew every song that Metal played last night. I mean, that was my era of music. And Lord help them if they played something from the 70s, you know. I like the 60s music. I like big band music. I like a lot of music. I'm just not a rap crapper. The only rapper I ever listened to, I'll be truthfully honest, is Eminem. And I listened to him because of my daughter. But Carl, those songs make my eyes water. Hell, the national anthem can make me cry. Because if anybody ever listened to the words of it, there's nobody's heart it wouldn't touch. I don't really care for the new metal at all. So, you know, me and Metal don't fight over the radio channel because we put it on something that'll play both that we both like. Exactly, Carl. Exactly. And I've never ever sang the national anthem that I didn't put my hand over my heart. That's what we were taught to do. Same with Pledge of Allegiance. And do you know how many kids today do not have any idea what the Pledge of Allegiance is? And it's so sad that our children are being raised that way. What really rocks my world is all the ball players, the football players, the basketball player, all of them. Not a one of them know the song to the national anthem. I'm glad they do, Rabbit. That means that they probably got taught at home. Good morning, Eric. If it's my car and I'm riding in my car, I'm controlling the radio. But it's okay if I'm in my daughter's car because they're playing country rock, so I'm cool with that too. Metal's not, but I am. Oh, I'm a jazz person too. I love jazz music. That's usually the way they do that shit, Carl. Yeah, I like the blues too, Blackbird. But when I like the blues, is I like the blues when my bedroom's dark and I don't want to be talking to anybody. I just want to go away. I want to go away. I want to listen to just the music. Yes. But I would say if I'm going to sleep or I want to get out of my head, jazz is what I want playing. Exactly. Exactly, Eric. Exactly. Oh, who doesn't love Simple Man? Well, man, I don't smoke a cigar. I'll just tell you right now, I never smoke a cigar. I can't know how Bug Out does that shit because that would kill me. You're right, Carl. It does. It resets your whole body when you hear the music. That, in fact, that probably why I feel a little bit better this morning is because I actually listened and sang to every song that he played last night. That was some good music that was on last night. I'll be the first one to admit it. I know Teresa's having a heart attack over there hearing that out of Mrs.Metal's mouth. Yeah, well, it don't work that way all the time, Butterfly. You do that, my girl. I'd like that. Oh. I know I keep sliding you guys backwards and forwards. I can't get comfortable sitting in this chair. Boy, there were some bad ones in Texas last night. I was watching Jake's video this morning. Well, really early this morning. He was outside making the video while I was watching it. Well, you've heard them all on your channel. I already told you that. And look at there. I'm going to get it today. Today, Northeast, today. I already told Metal what you told me to do, and I'm going to get it today. I promise. But thank you for thinking about me. I told them all what you said, and I'm going to try it. I'll make sure that Metal uses a rubber glove when he puts it on. Well, Eric, I didn't stay on very long at all last night, so you really didn't miss anything, to be truthfully honest. Everybody went to Metal's decompression chamber. Oh my God. It'll have to be when I get off of here, but I'll look at everything. Anything you guys send me, I always look at. Fancy. You're fired. It was really, honestly, Tiger, it was like, I told him, he come upstairs and I said, I'm going online here in a few minutes. I already talked to PJ about it, and he's like, well, I was going to do the decompression chamber tonight. And I was like, well, then I guess you should have said something before. I already told her I was going online. And so I went ahead and went online. We didn't have about the same amount of people as in here now. And he come up and said, welcome to the decompression chamber. It'll be on later. And I thought, you ass. I said, well, guys, my foot's hurting me really bad, which it was. I wasn't lying. I don't lie. And so I told him, I said, here, just take it. I don't care. It wasn't like there was any kind of big, huge talk. You know what, Eric? I will, because PJ sent me a whole list of jazz music, and I've listened to every bit of it like 4 times. So I will look up slow blues. That would, I like that kind of stuff. Oh, you're ridiculous, Teresa. I get so wound up when there's a storm coming. Ask Rabbit, he'll tell you. He keeps telling me, settle down, settle down. Vision's on, Teresa. I hate them kind of storms. Now, I was waiting for you to say good morning to Blue. Usually you say good morning to Blue as soon as you come in. Do you know what I might have for breakfast? I might have a slice of cold pizza for breakfast. I think so too, Blue. He really should be on the top of his game. Stop it, Blackbird. Ugh. You don't want me to have to put green faces in my emojis, do you? Can you hear Ralphie? He's talking to his mama. He cracks me up. It's not as bad as PJ's dogs. I listen to PJ's dogs talk to her all the time. They talk to her. She ain't just lying when she tells you that. I hate spam. Butterfly. Well, it's going to start now. Grandma didn't give them their banana before she got online. That's a good song, Carl. My song that I want played is Meet You on the Other Side by Ozzy. Ever since I've ever heard that song for the first time, that's the song I wanted for my funeral song. But I'm not going to have a funeral. I'm going to have a party. My daughter's already been told. Want no crying, don't want no bullshit. I want happy people celebrating me. That's the most beautiful song. The words to it, I always said I would never wanted to leave metal. That would be my hardest thing in life doing, was leaving my daughter in metal. And he used to tell me, well, I'm going to meet you. And then when Ozzy come out with that song, it was like, that's just perfect song. That's the song I want. So, well, I know what not to do in my body. Don't work in a kitchen for 27 years and stand on cement floors that will kill you. You know, now they have all these special rubber mats that you stand on. I just absolutely love that song. Eric, just absolutely love it. Oh, you're talking his 1969 Blood, Sweat, and Tears. No, well, I was a nurse's aide before I ever become a chef, so I know how that is. Are you an LPN or an RN, or are you, wait a minute, I'll think of it. Cena. CMT, gotcha. There you go, Eric. The strippers don't get any money? Well, see, I'm scared to death that that's what's going to happen with my father-in-law. Excuse me. That they'll call us on Thursday and tell us that we lost him on Thursday, and that's my dad's birthday, and that's the day that we're putting my dad's ashes in the ground. Well, I'm sure they'll collect plenty still. I'm sure. Me too. Because I'm telling you, this has been one hell of a year, and it started out rotten, and it hasn't gotten any better. So I'm praying for a good trip to Missouri and some relaxation time and getting to be with people that I want to be with, and putting up with backwoods too. So, okie dokie, Carl. Yep. Well, see, that gives you something to do today. Got that thing in my throat again, Metal. Oh, I understand too. So many. You know, they always ask you on Facebook those stupid questions. Who would you, if you had one person a chance to see from heaven, who would it be? You know, that's a hard choice. Oh, Blue, we think alike. I've always said that if I could just have my mom back for 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, just long enough to hug her and kiss her and tell her how much I love her. But I want my new mom back, the one that's not sick no more and that does everything that she wanted to do, and that's the mom I want back. I don't want Sam Kennison back, Steele, just to let you know. I was a mama's girl. I miss my dad, don't get me wrong, but I was a mama's girl. They usually do. Don't you know, and haven't you read that the mom's the one that holds the family together? And when the mom's gone, that's when the family has no structure. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. But I've read my Bible, and I know that my Bible tells me I'm going to be with them again. So I try to do the best by everybody I meet and everybody I come in touch with. And I try to love everybody and let them tell me their life story, because if that's what they need to do, I'm right here to listen. I don't have much family left, Eric. I have a brother and a sister left. Good morning, 2856. How are you today? I'm glad. It was good to see you in Indies last night. So, mom's okay? Well, I had a real hard time when my mom died, and I really didn't care one way or another whether I lived or died because I'd lost everything when I lost her. And my grandma sat me down and she told me, she said, I'm going to tell you one thing. Would you have her back in the shape that she was in when she left? And I said, well, of course not. She said, then you let her be with God. I see. That's got to be hell on you, let me tell you. Well, well, just thank God that you've got the two dogs there, that nobody's ever getting in your house, and you'll shoot them before they even get to you. That's for damn sure. You do a good job at it too, Double Dog. She lost her parents and one of your brothers, didn't you, PJ? All in the same time? Exactly. That's what I said. They ain't getting past the door because the dogs are going to let you know they're there. And you'll just shoot them and ask questions later. Oh, I don't worry about her. She carries one in her car and everything. She'll take care of them. That woman can handle herself. She don't need no a nephew. That's what it was. She lost her parents and her nephew all in the same time. Are you kidding? In the shitter? I'd have a freaking heart attack. I'm really not a guns person, just to let you know. I've got a picture of me hugging and kissing my grandmother before she passed. And her eyes were open. I have pictures of my father before he passed. But it was right before he passed, and I can't barely even look at him, so. You know, for the longest time, I wouldn't let anybody, any of my daughter or son-in-law or Metal take any pictures of me, and I was like, you know, you might better cut that off and let them start having some pictures of you. Oh, you sound like Metal, Rabbit. Hand-to-hand combat. Yep, that's Metal. Wow. It happens so fast. That's why I said you lose the ones you love so quick. Well, of course, there's never one near me. I'm sorry. Yes, dear, I've seen your wall. So's Metal. And he loved it. He wants to come visit your wall. Shoot them first, then stick them later, huh? Blackbird. Excuse me. Oh, I don't know. That sucks. That just sucks, Blue. I go to the range a lot, but I cook when I'm there. Well, hello, my love, Monique. How are you today? That's great. Have they started renovations on your house? Is it a beautiful day in your neighborhood, Monique? Does she sing Bam-a-Lam? Well, that's wonderful, Monique. Things are just moving right along. It's a beautiful day here, too. The sun's shining. It was looking like rain. In fact, it was starting to rain. Otherwise, I'd be outside. We're just hanging out this morning. Just doing really nothing, just hanging out. Yapping and contemplating the day. Is PJ leaving? I did not see her say she was leaving. PJ, did you say you were leaving? Okay, love. I'll talk to you after a while. You take care of yourself. Be careful what you're doing. You're crazy as all get out. It is not cold. What? It's in the 60s? That's perfect weather. What's the temp there, Rabbit? See, 63. That's perfect temperature. Oh my God. Heaven. I'm sure you'll be quite busy, though. Yeah, and I'm sitting here with a pair of short capris and a short sleeve shirt on, so I don't know how you could be freezing to death. Yeah, but you're one of those guys that likes the heat. I don't like to sweat, thanks. My favorite number? Yeah. Said 69 one more time. I think Metal does too. Well, I don't. I'm sorry. I think this is perfect weather. I can't believe you're going to be there all by yourself. That will be just heaven. Yeah, the sun come out. It's got to be getting warm out there. There's a nice cool breeze still coming in the back door. Oh, you're staying at the old house with the dogs. Oh, you still have all your modern conveniences then. I thought you were getting to, excuse me, go to the new house and be by yourself. If they put me on a tropical island all by myself, I would go stark raving mad. I have to have somebody to talk to. Gotcha. Yeah, and then they'll be all clean and shiny and pretty when you get there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What, dear rabbit, what would be a perfect dream? I don't want a volleyball named Wilson, no. No, I don't want a soccer ball. Oh, no. Don't you want somebody to have to be with? There's got to be someone that you'd want with you, Bravid. Think about it long and hard because I'm thinking you'd want somebody there with you too, Rabbit. Well, it usually helps if you have somebody with you just for mental reasons. Really, I was talking about sex, Rabbit. Wouldn't you want somebody to have sex with? Well, seriously, Butterfly, come on. We're all grown adults. We know what happens. I mean, well, I'm sorry. I would like somebody there with me. I can't help it. So, you all go by yourselves. I could probably do it if I had music, but I'm just saying it would be a little more pleasurable if I had somebody with me. At least someone that I could scream at when I needed to scream at somebody, type thing, because, I do that often. Somebody else has got to take the blame besides me. I'm not going to be the only one to take the blame for shit that goes wrong. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I like people. I like to be around people. Yeah, I gotta have tunes. You're right, Butterfly. I have to have music. Well, if nobody's with you, why are you screaming? That's just stupid. You gotta have a reason to scream. Am I correct? I guess it's just way out of my league. That's okay. New subject. You should have put down there. There's no one to make you scream. Yeah, but it can go multiple times during the day. Yo. Bet it was beautiful, Eric. As Dad said, I'll sleep when I'm dead. Yes, it's beautiful outside. It wasn't a little while ago. It was spitting rain when I first started to go live, and I decided I'd come back in here because I couldn't make it back in the house if it decided to downpour, which it does quite often, so. Slingshot left, didn't he? I wonder if I can get castor oil down here at the $5 store. That means having to get dressed. Yeah, a couple dozen. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Rabbit. You're so funny. Shit, if I was 30 years younger, I wouldn't be wanting to be put on a fucking tropical island. I'd be doing the same shit I was doing 30 years ago. Huh. I love you, Blackbird, with all my heart, my dear. I will talk to you soon, I promise. Much love, my sister. Where did that come from? Why is that out? Oh. Well, I guess you guys, we need to get some stuff done. I know you've got shit to do, Rabid Coyote, so. Oh, yeah, I bet he did. You take care, Miss Tiger, and you have a good sleep. Get a restful day. Nope, my daughter bought a bunch of new ones last night, though. She's going to plant. And I don't know if I'll go back on tonight or what. I guess this all depends on who's going to be on later on. Or tomorrow night's Papa's. Don't forget to get your music in if you want music played. He takes his request up until right before time to have the show, so. Ooh, nice. Send me some pictures, Butterfly. I would love to see those. It's good to have you in here this morning, Miss Monique. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I want you all to have a wonderful day. And I'm sure I will talk to you soon. I love you all very much. And remember my favorite saying, don't tell somebody you love them if you don't love them, because it hurts. And y'all take care. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye. Well, it's going to, yes.